Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday League's Champions League. Chris here, aka Big Will, and today we have two massive league games for you, both away from home against Manchester United and Arsenal. Since you were last with us, form has continued to be quite reasonable, to be fair. We're sat in third place in the league. We're 6 points off second place Newcastle with a further point to Chelsea, but we do have a game or two games in hand over that top two. So the title race is very much on and everything is quite tight amongst that top 6, 7 teams at the moment. Um, so realistically, hopefully we can continue this push. The only game we've dropped points in was an away game at Wolves. We drew 0-0, but we absolutely smashed 7 goals past Nottingham Forest, a 7-0 win away at Forest as well. A 3-2 win followed at home to Brighton. The 0-0 draw away at Wolves, a 2-0 win at home to Bournemouth, and a 6-2 win at home against struggling Aston Villa. Incidentally, Aston Villa have had to um, sort out administrative problems, and they do just sit outside the relegation zone at the moment. Obviously, when you look at the month that we've got ahead, we've got some massive, massive fixtures. Obviously, United and Arsenal are in today's episode away from home. We've got a massive run of away games. We've also got Tottenham away and Newcastle at home, both sides in that top six at the minute. So it's a big, big month in relation to our title credentials. Um, so realistically, I'm not too sure how we're going to get on. And then going into the next episode, we've got Liverpool at home as well with Fulham away in there also. So there's a lot of really tough games to come. But then when you look at the rest of the season, the biggest game realistically that we'll have is Chelsea away. Every other game, oh, well, we've got Arsenal at home there as well. But all the other 10 games or so that we've got are very winnable. So there's a lot to go through, but we are still in quite a decent position. Um, in terms of our setup, we're still looking pretty decent. Out of possession, we have changed things slightly. I think I can't remember if we'd done this in the previous episode or not, to be honest. Um, but we do drop back a little bit to try and be a bit tighter at the back. But everything seems to be in order in terms of everything going forward. Donnarumma's still carrying that injury at the moment, so Brumans remains in goal. And incidentally, he has done quite well in recent weeks as well. So hopefully we can just carry on doing what we're doing and get a couple of really, really big wins today. It would be huge if we could get these two victories in the bag. Obviously, with Spurs and Newcastle to play this month, with Arsenal and Liverpool to follow in February, there's massive, massive things to consider. We are still, obviously, we've just started the transfer window as well. There is business on the go at the moment, also. So there's a lot to try and consider. One of which is Jeremy Doku, who hasn't really played for us this season. He's really struggled to break into the first team. We've actually sold him for £55 million. So to get that amount of money for a 32-year-old winger, he is still a fantastic player. But I think with general consideration, I think it would have been very difficult to turn that deal down. And we are looking at signing his replacement. It's another Belgian winger, but he's only 21 years of age, 20 or 21 years of age, and it's going to cost us half the price. So it's going to be smart business. And the lad that I'm looking at bringing in has got a lot of potential. So hopefully that deal can get brought over the line in the coming days. Um, Very cagey start to this one, realistically. Savinho managing to find a little bit of space, plays it into Barcola, back into Larson. He's got support there. Barcola to Haaland. Now Sosa. Papa Georgiou just selling the pass short. Played over the top to Johan Bonny, and surely he's offside. I mean, he put it wide anyway, but I'm pretty sure he was offside there, surely. Well, apparently not. I mean, looking at the number of chances, again, we've been dominant today. Um, we've been very, very good in recent weeks. We have dominated games, but we have seen the goals to back it up as well, which is exactly what we're after. But obviously, in these coming fixtures, as I said before, really, really tough games. And it'll be interesting to see if we can break these teams down. Savinho couldn't quite get through past Carreras there as Bonny switches the play to Vinicius Tobias. And now Buemo getting past his man, trying to get it into the penalty area, lays it back to Vinicius, who strikes it. It's come off the woodwork, I think, there, and it's cleared away. Haaland does pick it up, and I mean, he's got a flat back 7 in front of him there. The highlight is continuing, though, and there may be an opportunity for us on the counter attack if we can just get it down one of the wings here. We're just playing it a little bit more patiently. As Sosa finds Larson. There's a little bit of support on that left-hand side. Barcola, he gets the shot away, and it's a really good save from Diego Costa. Of course, the initial game between ourselves and United finished 0-0 with Haaland having a penalty saved. In terms of opportunities today, United just with the 1 shot on target so far. We've had 6. But we've seen it happen a few times before. Where we're just not quite clinical enough and the other side gets 1 chance and scores it. That's a good switch of play from Lenny Yoro. Carreras with the delivery. Bonny down to Mbeumo. And just as I was saying about it, United appear to have taken the lead, and I don't think there was an offside there. It was a really good finish, to be honest. And I expect the goal to be given, and it is. So very much against the run of play, but we do find ourselves behind, and it's not looking particularly promising. I mean, the run of form that we've had has been really, really good, as I said before. But again, in these big games, we do seem to lack sometimes. We did really well to win against Chelsea earlier in the season. Again, that was in an episode, if I remember rightly. But at the minute, we're just falling a bit short. And again, it's against the run of play. We'll tell the lads to really pick it up in this second half. And we're going to go attacking, I think, as well. Just really put the pressure on them and see if we can make a breakthrough. We certainly deserve to have made a breakthrough. But as soon as they drop back to that back 7, we are struggling. Diego Costa's had a great game in goal again, as he did in the original game. As United try and get it clear, Hugo Larson picks it up. He's got support arriving on the edge of the area. Couldn't find any kind of a pass. Cavadio picks it up now. Into Sosa, finds Gueye with a decent little pass there. Good delivery. Barcola was arriving. Lenny Yoro, by the looks of it, has pushed him over. Now, obviously, we did have a penalty in the original game, which Haaland did have saved. Are we going to get another chance here? Yes, we are. Honestly, it looked a bit of a soft one, but Haaland has been in much better form than he started the season. Can we get ourselves a deserved equaliser here and then try and build on it in this second half? We'll keep on attacking as well. It's Erling Haaland against Diego Costa, and again, Costa makes the save. So that's twice Costa has denied Haaland from the penalty spot. And again, he's having a phenomenal game in goal. 8.5 rating from Costa. And again, exact same thing happened in the original match between the two sides. And we're just not finding a way through here against our rivals. We're still on attacking. We're dominating the game. But we're just not finding the back of the net. We're going to demand more. And we are going to make some changes. Haaland, of course, rating quite poorly following that penalty miss. We're going to get Vargas on for him. Savinho's been poor today, so Cherky can come on for him as well. I mean, to be honest, we've had quite a few poor performances. We're going to get Gueye on and Galindo in the midfield. Gueye can't play in that defensive midfield, incidentally. And we will also bring on Bagchi at centre-back and push Cavadio out to left-back. And again, it's just the odd game here and there where we just really struggle in front of goal. The Wolves game, we completely battered them. And again, we couldn't find the back of the net. But then other games, we score in 4 or 5 goals in. And it's not the fact that it's an away game either, because we've done well away from home recently too. So, yeah, a little bit frustrating from my perspective. I'm not happy. We'll offer some encouragement for the last couple of minutes, but I don't think it's going to matter now. But then again, Diego Costa in goal has completely kept the game for United, to be honest. And another missed penalty for Haaland. He's rated a 9 in that game. I mean, that's just how dominant we were. He has kept United in that. And we've certainly got to improve, and we need to certainly try and keep the pressure on, because obviously with games coming up this month, it's going to be a really tough one. United come onto the same number of points. We do still have a game in hand, but it was a big opportunity missed for us to start pushing forward a little bit. Um, Squad size as well is looking a little bit dwindling now. We're looking to promote a couple of youngsters to the first team, subject to the kind of signings we can bring in. Unfortunately, our keeper has picked up an injury in that game as well, so I'm not entirely sure um, what we're going to do about that. Dylan Jackson signed a new contract. He looks really, really good, by the way. He's out on loan at QPR at the moment. And I am debating bringing him back for the first team. He's only 1.5 star current ability. But when I'm looking at his attributes and everything, I think he's a lot better than that, to be honest. But because of where we are at the minute, I think him staying out on loan for the season will certainly see him right for the moment. Um, in terms of the next game against Arsenal, it is in midweek, so not too far to get through. We'll come back for that one, and hopefully we can get a win on the board. Arsenal are 4 points behind us at the minute, but we do need to try and keep up our winning momentum. But this run of away games could be a really tough one for us. We'll have to just wait and see how we get on. Okay, then here we go for the away day against Arsenal. We've had a number of bids actually come in for our players in this transfer window so far. Papa Georgiou's been linked with a move away. Nico O'Reilly's been linked with a move away. It's very much in and out for quite a few players at the minute. But as things stand, the players don't want to leave for those clubs, so we're not looking too bad. Donnarumma does return in goal today. He's just about fit enough to start. Obviously, with Brumann's injury, we had to play him. Gavardio's moving out to left back today with Isla Magic coming in at centre back with Patrinoyu with Gueye at right back. Papageorgiou, Sosa and O'Reilly are the midfield three. Savinho, Cherky and Haaland as the front three. And outcome for this game is quite simple. We need to get the win. It's a really, really tough game for us. Obviously, away at Arsenal is a tough game for anybody, realistically, but following that away game against Manchester United, we need to get a result today. As you can see, we can't even get a full allotment on the bench at the moment. We're really, really struggling for players. We've got a number of youngsters out on loan, so I am debating recalling some of them just to get them into the squad. But at the minute, we've got to just manage things a little bit carefully if we can. And obviously, today, I wasn't going to be messing with loan deals or anything like that between the two fixtures. They're massive, massive games. We'll just have to wait and see what happens and then go from there. We are looking at a few younger players in the window at the minute as well. Some of the young players that we have out on loan aren't going to make the grade, and some of the ones that are actually at the club we ended up releasing anyway. So we're trying to manage things quite carefully here at the club at the minute. Gueye plays it into Ryan Cherky, and Ryan Cherky manages to slot it in just about past the keeper in the inside of the post. I think that's Antonin Kinski, the former Tottenham goalkeeper's in there for Arsenal, which is a bit of a strange one. And Cherky, I mean, the initial pass, he looked borderline offside there, Cherky, but he's timed that run really, really well. Arsenal's defensive line just not quite right there. We brought Cherky in on that right-hand side instead of Savinho, and it looks to have been a very good decision. Cherky's very, very versatile. He can play in the central midfield as well. So it's really, really important. And here we see an Arsenal set piece. Declan Rice loaded it in. It's a great clearance from Papa Georgiou. It was a definite goal, to be honest, if it wasn't for him there on the post. And then Nwaneri with the strike as well, but a good save from Donnarumma to keep it at 1-0. So really positive starting that we've got the goal, but Arsenal looking like the better team overall at the moment. Isla Magic to O'Reilly, and it's a poor pass, and then Nwaneri manages to get in on Papa Georgiou. He tries to get back. He slowed him down a bit. He's done really well, but he's found the pass to Bukayo Saka, who fires it in, and it's poor from Donnarumma, that, to be honest. He did get his hands to it. He should have been stronger, and we've seen it before. Little individual errors. This time it was a pass from O'Reilly in the midfield, who incidentally received a bid from Paris Saint-Germain, but he's not interested in going, so we kept him anyway. And Saka with the finish from that right-hand side, and it's back to one apiece. And to be honest, deservedly so, Arsenal have been by far the better team so far at the start of this game. We're staying competitive with them, but as things sit, we're not looking particularly confident. They've actually got a very basic 4-2-4, so it's almost like a 4-4-2 basically, but with the defensive midfielders. So we do have an extra man in that midfield, so we should be a little bit more dominant in that area of the pitch, but at the minute it's not looking like it, and they're having a lot more of the ball at the moment. But their wing backs and full backs are inverted, so they are coming across. So Lewis Skelly's covering the midfield area, and then the fullback comes across to the central defence. Here's Cherky. That's a really good switch of the play from him. He was pretty much surrounded there, but Gvardiol managing to provide an outlet on the opposite flank, and he gets the cross in. Gvardiol, it's a looping ball in, and Cherky got there, and it's followed for Sosa, and it's taken a couple of deflections, and in the end, Arsenal do survive. There's an offside there. I'm not too sure who the offside was against, to be honest, but the looping cross seemed to cause havoc there in the Arsenal defence. And as we approach half-time at 1-0, I'll take it, to be honest, considering the match stats. It's been a very even game overall, but we just need to be, again, it's just being a little bit more clinical. And I have noticed as well, Haaland has been going missing in these big games. We'll tell the lads that we're not happy with the performance because realistically, we need to be winning. It's these games that we need to win. Winning all the other games is a necessity. But these games against the teams that are going to be in and around us, we need to be winning them. Because if we don't, then that's where the pressure comes in terms of a title race, of course. So we need to really focus in on these bigger matches at times. And I think, to be honest, we are going to take Haaland off because we've not seen anything from him at all. Savinho with a delivery. Haaland tried to get onto it. It's come for Gvardiol. Now Savinho, he's got a shot away. And that is shocking goalkeeping from Kinski. I mean, it did curve away from him just slightly. And Savinho, I mean, he took the original free kick, so I don't really know how. I mean, he wasn't tracked at all there. The touchback to him, I mean, it's not the greatest of strikes. And again, it's just clipped the inside of the post, and somehow we find ourselves in front. He's not had a good game, Savinho, but he has managed to give us the lead here. Question is this time, is it something we can hold on to? The lead last time lasted only 6 minutes. Well, we've lasted 7, so we're already doing better than that. I do still think I'm going to take Haaland off. He's not seen anything in the game today, and we'll bring on Vargas for him. It's important that we give Vargas the game time. There's a lot of players struggling fitness-wise as well. Obviously, 2 massive games in 3 days for us. Hugo Larsson is going to come on for Nico O'Reilly, who, of course, made the error in the first half. But we'll just keep an eye on it for the minute. Quarter of an hour to go. There is still players really struggling. We'll start to... Oh, we've got another highlight. It's played in. Saka back to Rot. And now Kiembe and Wanyeri just trying to work it down this right side. And Wanyeri's managed to get some space. Good block by the defender. And Decat gets onto it. Finds Martinelli. And it's a great block again. Sadiki into Decat, who gets the shot away. And that's a lovely goal. I mean, Donnarumma, he's a big man in goal, isn't he? But he's gone full stretch there, and he's not got near it. I mean, it's a phenomenal strike, but you could just sense it there. We were getting the blocks in, which was great, but it just didn't quite drop for us. And Decat managed to just find a little bit of space. And Donnarumma, I mean, full stretch there. He just couldn't get to it, and it's now 2 apiece. And a little bit disappointed, to be honest. But I think the lads are just absolutely shattered. Barcola and Foden are going to come on just to see if they can make a difference out wide. And Gueye can come on for Papa Giorgio as well in that midfield, just trying to offer a little bit more cover in front of that back 4. And overall, it's the midfield battle where we've lost. I mean, Sadiki's played well, Decat's played well. And we've got another Arsenal set piece, a couple of minutes to go. And I'm really praying that we're not going to fall short here. Saka with the corner. It's a good header from Barcola, but again, there's just no outlet there for them. And there's the strike again, and it's off the crossbar. Levi Colwill picking it up, plays it back into the penalty area. They're holding on to possession here, Arsenal, and we're really, really struggling to get the ball back at the minute. Obviously, we've had to make the changes that we've made. The players were absolutely shattered, and all of a sudden, we're really, really struggling. It's out for another corner. Gvardiol, very poor from him, really. I mean, there was a lot of room for him to manoeuvre, but in the end, I think Arsenal probably deserved to win the game, looking at the number of chances. It's been a very even game, though, and a draw, probably just about the right result. We've avoided defeat at least, but twice we've given away a lead, and it's not good enough. We must improve and get results from games like that because now we're a lot further off the pace of Chelsea. We do still have a game in hand, but Chelsea are not losing many games, and we're really starting to struggle now. Um, Obviously, the target realistically is to get in the Champions League first and foremost. The club did miss out on that last year, whether it be in the league or the champion or the Europa League. Sorry, that we qualify for the Champions League from. It is a must for us. We'll get the January transfer window completed. We'll come back for Liverpool and Fulham, and hopefully we can get some wins in these remaining Premier League games in January. We've got the FA Cup in there. We've still got Europa League football as well, which I'm not too concerned about. But Tottenham away, Newcastle at home, they're big games. This could be a very pivotal month for us. 2 games already without a win. The signs don't look particularly good for these big matches. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.